Hello guys, I'm a little bit quiet because, I hope you don't hear that's neighbour's dog whinging. That poor dog, they leave him out all weathers, every day, all day. And now somebody's home, obviously, and he wants in and he wants to have some company. So he's whinging, so it's not my dog. Anyway, it's Sunday and I'm a little bit more quiet because James is downstairs watching Formula One. Well, watching, he's actually sleeping. Anyway, I washed my hair and I thought this would be a good catch up with hair length. It is still a tiny bit moist, but it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead anyway. So what I'll do is I'll do a catch up so you can see the length, and maybe I'll have a little chat with you. So I came upstairs just to have a bit of peace and quiet, really. There we go. Let's just go get my brush and you will see. Okay, here's my brush. Let me just brush through at the bottom ends first. So what's been happening? Well, week after next, I think it's week after next, I'm going to have the hospital appointment because of the thyroid. Fairy knots. Oh, I hate these. Look, fairy knots. And we'll see what happens. They've already cancelled twice and rearranged, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not happen. You never know. Actually, this is still a little bit too wet, but hey, okay, we'll just go with it. Okay. This is pulling a bit, guys. But still going through. Okay, well, I want to show you. This month has been bad, and I'll show you. Now, don't be grossed out. If you don't like seeing hair coming out of a brush, don't look. Okay, warning, don't look, I'm showing now. Look. Can you see? Okay, I know the hair is long, but that's bad. And the fluff in between, that's actually just dust. So that's not so good. So now let me see if I can adjust this so that you can actually see the length. Okay. Okay, up to here, guys. I can actually sit on my hair now in this state. When it's dry, not, because it'll curl up a little bit. So it has grown. It still is growing, and I'm still not going to cut it. I know there's bits that are a bit more wispy than others, and the thickness has gone down. But I'm still crossing my fingers and hoping that that's going to change. Let me just sit here. I'll sit here and have a chat with you guys. Yeah, you can see my lovely mirror in the back there. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a sort of a weird week as well. Next week is Easter. Is it next week? Yeah, next week, isn't it? Yes, next week is Easter, but hey, the diabetes group is finishing tomorrow. Last one, thank goodness for that. I had to go through, and they say one gets sort of a certificate that one has attended And that is really the reason why I went, because should there be any problems down the line, you've got to start thinking about these things. The NHS might not want to treat you if you haven't taken up on their offers. Well, that's what's happened to James. He has, with his heart problems and everything, he does get bad apnea, sleep apnea. So he did get offered, what was this, 3 years ago now, he got offered a CPAP machine, which I said, well, at least take it and we'll try it once, but take it. Well, he didn't, because he doesn't like the idea of the machine and so on and so forth, which, yeah, I agree with him in a way. However, what happened now has got really bad, and so he came back in November, end of October, from Spain, and we went to the hospital and got it all reinstated, and now they're point blank refusing to put him on the list even at the moment for one, because he had refused prior to. And that is the reason why I didn't refuse to go to this absolutely hideous and ludicrous course. Well, basically because of that, because I'm thinking you never know what happens further down the line. They can just refuse to treat you. That's the way things are going right now. So not happy at all with that sort of thing. So anyway, yeah, I'm so happy that tomorrow is my last day on that course. I was in remission, and I'm using the word was in remission because I haven't had another blood test done for a while now. Let's put this down a little bit more. There we go. And onto that, I have had the last week, I've had quite a few food items that I haven't had in over a year. Sort of like, I had a donut, and I've had pasta, and I've had bread. What other things have I had? I've had beans, but that's from a different point of view. That's the lectins that always get to me. What other things that are high carb that I've had? Oh yes, I've had a bit of jam, and I've had honey, and I had a few raisins. So all of that stuff which wasn't good, and all of it combined in 1 week. So I don't know what that's actually done to my blood sugar. It's most probably gone up again. Last night actually I did felt my blood pressure, really, you know, it's not a panic attack, but I could feel my heart, sort of like when you're lying there in bed and you can feel your heartbeat up into your ears. That's normally when you've got high blood pressure, so most probably that was part of it, because that's what happens with blood sugars. Also, your blood pressure goes up. Having said that, I have been doing quite a lot of walking. But as you've noticed on the videos, I haven't been doing that exercise. Since James has been back, I have not had any time to do that. Or when I've had the time, I've been too exhausted to do so, because I've just had added things in my day that I didn't have or could manage in a different way when he wasn't here, when he was in Spain. Not that's a negative thing or anything, it's just a factual thing. So that's why I haven't posted any videos on that. And my crafts, oh my goodness, guys, I have still got no further with that blanket. I have not done a stitch, whether in crochet or knitting or anything. And I just cannot get myself, I've just not got the mojo right now for it either. I could sit down and do some in front of the TV like today, but I haven't. Just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. What else has been happening? Oh, the two oldest dogs, as in Ben, who's now 10, and Shia, who's now 11, so the black one and the big blonde one. Both of them, in the recent few days in the cold weather, have experienced bad arthritis, and they've been limping hard. Poor babies. Well, they're not babies. I know that they're not babies. They're dogs. And they get sort of middle way treated as dogs, but not as children. No, they are dogs. I do know that. Yeah, so they've been suffering a little bit the last few days. We've had quite a bit of cold weather, quite a bit of frost. And once I've done the morning walk, then I've been limping. And another thing, Shia, the biggest one, she's got herself into this theme that in the morning she wants to have a lion now. So she has a lion, and I walk the two small dogs very close to the house for about, I don't know, is it 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however long it takes. Not that the walk is very big, but Ben, because he's so slow, it just takes that long, even for a very short walk. I play ball with the little one in the meantime whilst Ben's finishing off his rounds. Then I come back home, pick Mrs. Madam up, who's then ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry, I kicked the box that this was standing on. I'm sorry for the shaking business. I hope I'll stabilize this. There you go. I hope that's better. Yeah, so then she wants her round. Well, it's not actually a round, because we cross the road, get to the field, and all she wants to do is do her business and then straight back home again. So there, you see, she's turned 11, and that's all of a sudden what she's got into her head that she wants to do. She wants to have a lion, and she wants to have her own walk. I tried to trick her with the others. No, she won't have it. I tried to get her down together with the others. First thing, to have a longer walk. No, she won't have that either. She just stands there. And when you have 20 kilos standing stiff and making themselves especially heavy and with force against it, that takes some shifting. Any dog walker will understand what I'm saying. Yeah, what else has been happening lately? Nothing really much. You've seen the few shave videos I've done. I've just updated you on the hair. So here we go. As I said, still got to dry a tiny bit. And it is growing. I'm happy about that. I think the front is getting better. I'll do a little bit of a close-up. Yeah, I know I'm getting grey. But apart from that, I think here this is getting a bit better. If I go like that, yeah, I have still a little bit here, but it's getting better, I think. So hopefully they're not going to be putting me on any medication for the thyroid, which is going to reverse that again. That's the last thing I would want. Yeah, otherwise, turned another year older, doing another round. That was the most awful week I had, really, because I told you on one of the former videos, still haven't got a mobile phone. This is now second week in. It's been 12 days. 12 days without a phone connection. Wonderful. Yep. They promised James to send him a new phone. They sent him a new SIM card with a new contract number. Phone hasn't arrived. He's had the SIM card now 3 days. The phone hasn't arrived. So I don't know. And we want to get that one, the contracted one, sorted out first before we sort my one out, because it's just a small bill. However, I'm not sure that's going to work. So I don't know now what to do, because once they've loaded sort of the pack number up into cyberspace, I don't think you can just change companies in the middle of doing all of that, because then the pack number will be sort of blocked. So I'm stuck in the middle and have to wait as well. Not happy about it at all. But the one grace is that because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi in the house with the phone, my WhatsApp is still working. So WhatsApp is working and Skype is working on my phone. So yay, that's the only way people can get in touch with me, if they think of it. I did tell everyone weeks and weeks ago, or when I actually first loaded WhatsApp, that I'm on WhatsApp. And funny enough, it's still working on the old number, so I don't know what's going on. It doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm not a technology person. In fact, I hate technology to a certain extent. If it starts becoming more of a bother, then I hate it. Let's say it that way around. If it helps you to do something, because let's face it, things like washing machines and dryers and ovens, you know, and hoovers and things like that are fabulous things. Even mobile phones when they're working, and laptops when you don't have to do things, all the things that other people expect you to be able to do, and you can't because you've never learnt it. And then all of a sudden you have to start doing catch up, which has been happening a lot to me lately, having to learn a lot of things that I never really did because I missed those sort of half important years when the computers went from MS-DOS, and you are my age will know what I'm talking about, where you still had to type in MS-DOS what you wanted it to say. So the early 80s we're talking now, to where I had already left for Spain, and that was the 90s, early 90s, or beginning 90 to be precise, when I was already out of school and already working, but never had the development of computer things. I missed that completely until I got my first computer, and all of a sudden it was like Windows 5, I think it was. Yeah, Windows 5. That was really weird. And then experiencing the first internet where you could make yourself lunch and tea until it had actually connected anywhere with the sound, and it went, and sometimes it wouldn't connect at all, and sometimes you had to reset. And then the floppy disks, you had to first align, or what was the word? Now it's just dropped out of. Can't we see who's visited me? Hello, little man. Oh, look here, my little fatty. Hey, what is it now? You had to. I've forgotten that now. I have forgotten. Senior moment. Yes, have you got senior moments? No, you're too young for senior moments. So, format. Had to format it first. Now, that's the word. There we go. Had to format the floppy disks first and do all sorts of gymnastics so you could save anything whatsoever. And now even the small mobile phones have more power than the whole computer had. Anyway, that's reminiscing a little bit. And ow, Maxie, you're pulling my hair. Ow, little man here. Here we go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, technology. Sometimes I could just wish to throw it out the window. Can't do that though. can't do that. Anyway, what is there more to say? So that was the technology with the damned mobile phones. Otherwise, let me think. I have planned a few videos that'll be coming up. Still no hair videos. I've just not had time to practice anything in between, and the lighting is still so bad. Guys, please comment below. That bathroom light, I don't know what else to do. I've had it with the mirror and the light, and I've had it in daylight. Should I maybe try one in the evening and see if that is any better? Maybe just the light from the ceiling is going to be better. I doubt it, but maybe it's worth a try. What do you think? Please comment below. Oh yes, and I was thinking about maybe doing a giveaway. How would you like a giveaway? There could be various giveaways. Something to do with hair. Maybe a mini shaving kit, maybe some wool. Please comment below what you would like to see, or maybe one for each. Don't know, we'll see. Comment below what you think would be nice. I won't do books, because sending out books and stuff, that's always terribly expensive, and I think most probably I'd have to limit it at the moment to the UK/Europe because of what's happening with all the Brexit nonsense and states, and sending stuff to the States, Canada and overseas. It's just a nightmare. I've done a couple of postages to there lately, and it was just a nightmare, and it's just not worth it, guys. A, it's expensive, and B, there've been all sorts of kinds of hiccups with those. Oh, Baxter, come on, now go down, little man. Yeah, so give me a comment below, and I want to say thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for those that are returning. Thank you for those that have newly subscribed. This was a bit of a boring jibber jabber, and well, but that's what it is sometimes. I just wanted to load something up that you guys can see in between. Because I do think of all of you quite a lot, you know. Comment below and get in touch with me. I don't mind. You have my email, MajasMagic@gmail.com. You have my Facebook. That's Facebook.com/Maya.lamb, like a little sheep. You can get in touch with me there. You can get in touch with me below. Or just clink. A new word in the dictionary today, clink. Click on the email on the about button, but I'm almost certain it's the MajasMagic@gmail. So any which way, please get in touch with me, comment below, and let's just talk. You know, I do read all of your comments. I take great interest in what you say. I take notes if there's things that are wished for. So thank you very much, and I wish you a wonderful coming week, and I will be touch soon soon, and have a lovely Easter in case I don't see you before then. So bye bye. This is Maya broadcasting from the UK. Thank you. Subscribe and ring that bell if you want to see more. Bye bye.